EV Comply, simplifying your charge point installations.
A new month and new EV news. It's Friday the 6th of August and here is your latest EV roundup brought to you directly from EV Comply. Starting this week with some exciting news for the UK, Hyundai has announced a new all-in-one subscription service in the UK specifically dedicated to its BEVs, PHEVs and hybrid vehicles, named Hyundai's Mocean. This new subscription service allows approved customers to have an EV delivered to them for a monthly fee. This includes insurance, maintenance, road tax and repairs. This is a business model Hyundai Motor Group has been experimenting with in other countries before trying it out in the UK, and we for one think it's a fantastic idea. Car tax charges, such as introduction of citywide clean air zones and the expansion of London's ultra-low emission zones from October, has encouraged people to take up EV models. Fiona Howard, spokesperson for Octopus Electric Vehicles, said the new rules had got drivers to explore the impact of future changes and look at possible solutions. London's new ULEZ expansion is set to cover all areas within the North and South Circular. This will affect thousands of residents who will pay £12.50 per day on average if their petrol and diesel cars do not meet the new regulations. In other news, MagLiB, a research team based at University College London, uncovered a groundbreaking technology to significantly reduce the charging times of lithium-ion batteries. This could profoundly enhance the performance of electric vehicles and other devices like smartwatches and mobile phones. During testing, the technology has demonstrated charging time reductions of up to 67%. This has the potential to address the reluctancy and uncertainty around charging point availability, which many have pointed as their main hang-up with electric vehicles. Now, we're yet to know what the groundbreaking technology is, but we're definitely here for it. Another company wanting to move into the UK, EV automaker Rivian. The company has been in talks with British governments about a potential car production facility outside of the US. With Amazon and Ford among its investors, the Californian-based company mulls expansion beyond the US, and if the deal comes through, it will be the group's first plant outside of America. The US car maker had earlier this month raised a further £2.5 billion from investors, taking the total sum it has raised since 2019 to now to a massive £10.5 billion. We are loving this news. Zap-Map and Advanced Infrastructure have secured funding to build Zap-Zero, a new electric vehicle route planner that provides zero carbon journeys. The Office for Zero Emission Vehicles and Innovate UK has awarded the partnership £540,000 to develop the initiative. The new EV route product will give drivers the ability to choose the lowest possible carbon option based on Advanced Infrastructure's in-depth data on local power networks and their carbon intensity. A push to increase sales of electric vehicles favours companies that already have all-electric cars on the market and could penalise those that don't. The Biden administration's vowed on Thursday to push sales of electric vehicles to 50% of new car purchases by 2030, meaning that there's no place left to hide for any car maker resisting the shift to battery power. Now, I don't know if you've been watching the Olympics, but we've obviously got Team GB, but what about Team EV? So says Julia Regg, Vice President of Energy and Environment at the Alliance of Automotive Innovation, a trade group representing 40 automakers and suppliers. The effort to make EVs mainstream in coming years is a team sport, she says. This includes automakers, suppliers, government and of course consumers. For consumers to buy EVs in large volumes, something that isn't happening now will require affordability, equity and convenience. She says we need everyone at the table working together, as we would if we were at the Olympics. Let's focus on Team EV. And you know what? She might have a point. Big car lovers, you're going to love this. The first ever Jeep EV is coming very soon, followed by an electrified Dodge. Pretty cool, to be fair. Stellantis, that's the cross-Atlantic mashup of what formerly was known as Fiat Chrysler and the French PSA Group, promised the electrified Rams, Jeeps and Dodges were on their way by 2024. So watch this space. This is interesting. Taiwan's Foxconn, a major chip supplier for Apple's products, will be making an entry into producing semiconductors for electric vehicles after it announced a £91 million plant purchase from Macronics International. The move came amid the backdrop of global semiconductor shortage, which has sent electronic producers and automakers reeling and forced them to lower their earning outlooks. And finally, apparently Elon Musk is upset. He wasn't invited to the White House. President Joe Biden wants America to be an electric vehicles leader, and he surrounded himself with automotive executives to discuss the initiative on Thursday. Curiously though, Tesla, the undisputed US EV leader, wasn't represented. They weren't even invited, at least according to Elon Musk. Now, regardless of how investors feel about Tesla or how they feel about peers, it is a very odd move, and maybe Joe Biden's just started some unnecessary beef. So, as ever, you are now up to date with the latest EV news for this week. We'll be back with you on Friday, keeping you in the know. From everybody here at EV Comply, make sure you have a fantastic weekend. And remember, if you have a story to submit, or maybe you yourself would like to feature on the podcast, please do get in touch. It's ev-comply.com, pods and blogs. Click on there, and all information to get in touch is right at your fingertips.